If we can, I'd like the representatives of the original NSFNET partners to come on up here. And I see Dr. Mement over here, and you're welcome to come on up to the stage as well. They're going to do a picture before that panel leaves, and then we'll get started here. It's actually a rather extraordinary meeting here over the last few days. Yeah. What? Of course. So as soon as they clear, then we'll come up and good. Why don't you guys come on up? Oh, let's see, John, Vaughn. Okay. Just want to make sure we have everybody here. So, I take it that you folks, you two haven't met yet. You did. You did. Well, as you probably know, we all owe a lot to Steve on this.
Well, it is my very great honor to be able to introduce to you Dr. Arden Mement, who is director of National Science Foundation. Dr. Mement was trained as a metallurgist and has had a distinguished career in industry, in higher education, and in government. He's worked at GE and TRW. He taught at MIT and Purdue. He's been Deputy Undersecretary of Defense for R&D. And he was director of NIST for 2 years. He was appointed director of the National Science Foundation in 2004. Dr. Mement.
So what the partnership wishes to do is recognize the role of the National Science Foundation. And I have here a letter that has been signed by all of the members of the partnership that I want to read you. We'll then provide to Dr. Mement. Dear Dr. Mement, this week, over 200 scientists, technologists, educators, and networking professionals have gathered to celebrate the NSFNET, the program that was at the vanguard of network development and adoption during the Internet's early days. On behalf of this gathering, our own organizations, and a generation of Internet users, we wish to recognize the National Science Foundation for its leadership in establishing the NSFNET program. By promoting the development and adoption of internetworking, the NSF speeded the emergence of the Internet, gave it legitimacy, and helped ensure the openness and adaptability that are its greatest strengths. The NSFNET program created an opportunity for the country's leading researchers to have access to a high-performance network just as the supporting technology was becoming feasible. As usage mushroomed and the NSFNET backbone grew from 56 kilobits to 1.5 megabits to 45 megabits in capacity, we collectively learned how to design the technologies and policies that allowed for a stable, production-quality network that met a vast array of needs. Then, when the NSFNET had proven the value and attractiveness of a single shared network, the Foundation wisely and carefully transitioned the network into the private sector, a step that opened the Internet to the world and thus forever transformed our society. The NSFNET program, with its vision of a network of networks, has repaid a very modest governmental investment with an incalculable return in knowledge, innovation, global communication, and economic growth. We salute the National Science Foundation for its indispensable role in leading the way to today's Internet. With deepest appreciation, signed by the NSFNET Partnership Group. We also have here a globe in recognition of the NSF's contribution to the creation of NSFNET, presented by the NSFNET Partnership today. It's 2 pieces. Wonderful to have you here. This has truly been an extraordinary meeting, and I'd like to give Arden an opportunity now to provide us with his thoughts and comments as we wrap our day up. Arden?
Thank you, Doug, for this wonderful recognition. On behalf of my colleagues at NSF, I want to thank you very much for this recognition of our work in establishing and developing the NSFNet. And I can tell you that this wonderful letter will appear on our website as soon as I get back. It's a great testimonial. I'm delighted to be here to celebrate the accomplishments of all whose vision and leadership made NSFNet and its subsequent incarnations a force for scientific progress. I'm told that platinum is the appropriate symbol for 20th anniversaries these days. Since platinum has come to signify something of extremely high value, nothing could be more suitable for this celebration. Among chemists, platinum is known as a catalyst, and this property, more than any other, is a fitting description of NSFNet. NSFNet propelled us, ready or not, into a new period of creative transformation in research and education. 20 years may not seem long compared to vast reaches of time, but 20 years in the history of computer networking is just about all the history there is. And although we can't predict what another 20 years will bring, I'm certain that we will only be at the threshold of the networking revolution. Networks, conceptual or personal, physical or virtual, and above all global, define our world today. Instead of, I think, therefore I am, the watchword today is I connect, and therefore I am. We now have a powerful new way to amplify the human genius for creativity and innovation. Working together across disciplines and borders has increased the speed, the scope, and the power of discovery. Our new networking capabilities, together with our computing, observational, and analytical tools, extend human cognition into unexplored territories and also to higher levels of complexity. The burgeoning of international collaboration is one of the most profound of the transformations that have sprouted from the seeds of NSFNet and is shrinking the world at a rapid rate. More scientific challenges are taking on planetary dimensions, and only international partnerships can address them. One nation alone cannot do it by themselves. Both climate and health are global phenomena, and for the first time, we can bring a global perspective to bear. Education may well be the next monumental revolution. As current networks expand to every corner of the globe, we can extend opportunities for higher education and also bring about natural interfacing. Through digital libraries, data banks, accessible educational modules, and remote access to research and experimental tools, we can replace brain drain with brain circulation. With help from all of you and others in the community, NSF will continue to seek out transformational research at the frontiers of discovery to advance the power of networks. The recognition you have given to NSF today is another incentive to to keep our vision on the farthest frontier. Thank you very much.
Got you all loaded down. Thank you so much. That's it, folks. Thank you so much. It has been a wonderful occasion. We've all enjoyed it. Thank you. There's lunch across the way in the meal room.